Climate Resilience from the Youth Up is a collaborative environmental literacy project involving the Southeast Michigan Stewardship Coalition, EcoWorks, Great Lakes Integrated Sciences and Assessments, Michigan Sea Grant, and high school students and teachers in Detroit and Ypsilanti, Michigan. This work is funded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Environmental Literacy Project. It addresses the urgent need to increase resilience by working with high school students and teachers to increase their awareness of climate change and to also develop local projects that help their schools and neighborhoods become resilient to the increased occurrences and intensities of heat waves, storm events, and flooding. The instructional process utilizes a place-based approach and a justice framing to engage youth in Detroit and Ypsilanti. Our key goals are to promote youth voice, increase students' awareness of climate change, and develop local projects that help schools and neighborhoods, and then to co-teach using a place-based education methods and climate resilience curriculum with NOAA assets. Our approach is to partner with teachers, students, place-based youth educators, community partners, and assets from NOAA to develop a place-based instructional process that helps kids get rooted in their immediate surroundings. Partners include climatologists, campus grounds directors, city commissioners, and adaptation professionals. Place-based learning experiences in this project are interdisciplinary, and climate change adaptation will require us all to be system thinkers and doers. The next few slides are snippets from the Involved Classrooms projects, small glimpses into the stories of climate change resilience. Students in Detroit and Ypsilanti built climate change literacy by getting into the outdoors and surrounding communities nearest to their schools to make observations, develop questions, and bring back ideas to the classroom for their research into climate resilient strategies. Biology students in Mrs. Phillips' class from Renaissance High School in Detroit worked with Willie King III, SEMI's place-based educator, directly working with youth. Two students featured here, Christopher and Steve, were awarded a Youth Environmental Leadership Award at this year's 2022 SEMI's Community Forum. Both students, along with their peers in their IB biology course with Ms. Phillips and Mr. King, studied the impacts and solutions for climate change through topics of interest to them. Ypsilanti Community High School algebra teachers, Mrs. Stanzik and Mrs. Woodman, with their 9th grade students, used the artwork of Jill Pelto to make learning about data more interesting. They displayed their extra large illustrated graphs through 3 classrooms and hosted a gallery viewing. It left an impact to see these artworks all together and displayed on the wall. 9th grade and 10th grade and 11th grade students at Ypsi Community High School in their Earth Science course with Mrs. Sizemore also approached climate change resilience solutions. Mrs. Sizemore and her students have been working on rain garden installations on campus for many years. This year, students wanted to help educate the community as to why rain gardens made a difference and how they were connected to climate change. You can find out more on semiscoalition.org by looking at the gallery postings and searching for climate change. In the comments posted during the live gallery commenting, which is an intergenerational dialogue at our community forum event, Omar Gates, climatologist with GLISA, commented, "The presentation is very informative by giving a good overview of the necessity of rain gardens. Has there been any work done to know which part of the broader city needs rain gardens? This information could help commissioners planning to find areas that are at risk of flooding in the future. Again, Great job and thanks for the work. Check out their presentation. If you have questions about rain gardens, you can find the answers as also one of the last slides in the student's presentation. Thank you so much for viewing our stories about climate change resilience from the youth up. We look forward to hearing more from Semi's Coalition Place-Based Educator, Willie King III.